them drive down winding roads cut into the mountainside. On July 4th of 2023, a local man was out for a drive when his dashcam captured something spectacular. Let's just say he's lucky he hit the brakes in time. These roads are truly scenic if you ignore the fact that landslides can happen any minute. As our driver rounds a bend, you can see rocks tumbling down the mountain at the top of your screen. He slams on the brakes and watches the rocks fall. A few more feet, and he would have been toast. The same goes for those who were up ahead of him. In a matter of seconds, the entire street is blocked with large rocks and a cloud of debris. Our driver waits a little longer than I would have to start backing up, but thankfully the worst was over by this point. It's a good thing there weren't many people behind him. Imagine the anxiety he must have, not knowing if more rocks are coming down the mountain. Look at how close one of those rocks came to hitting him. It could have easily landed on his car, leaving him stuck in the middle of a landslide or worse. This is definitely one of those situations where if he didn't have his dashcam rolling, nobody would have believed just how close he came. If you travel deep into the French Alps, you might just stumble upon what the History Channel calls the 7th most dangerous airport in the world. Courchevel Altiport is a small facility servicing the Courchevel ski resort in the French Alps. It features a 1,700-foot sloping runway with no lights. As you can imagine, landing is extremely difficult. On February 8th of 2019, a private pilot learned that lesson the hard way while approaching Courchevel Altiport. His Piper Malibu came in too fast, leaving him with little room to slow down. Of all the things you could crash into, a pile of snow is one of your better options. That doesn't mean it's a soft landing, though. The trick to landing at Courchevel is to touch down on the first third of the runway. The middle third is an uphill climb, which helps slow the plane. Ideally, you've slowed enough to stop when you reach the final third of the runway. According to a report, the 23-year-old captain was a freelance pilot who obtained his license 2.5 years earlier. He had recently completed the training required to land at Courchevel as a freelancer. He had only flown for 10 cumulative hours in the months leading up to the accident. It sounds like someone tried to shake the rust off by sticking where or when this next landslide took place. All we know is it's a prime example of how devastating these events can be. Dozens of people gathered to watch as debris fell off the mountainside. Then, the entire cliff face decided to collapse. Something about the contrast between the green hillside and the dark dirt interior is so intimidating and incredible to see. It looks like those people up front are standing way too close, but we're guessing they're actually on the other side of a wide valley. We'd love to know if any of them caught this massive landslide on camera. What stands out most about this video is how cleanly nearly half the mountain collapses away. It's almost as if somebody made a perfect cut along the top.